So my wife got me an A-scale crawler for Christmas. She knew I'd been looking at a 8th or 5th scale crawler, both of the same model. They offer this in a 5th scale as well. I've been looking for a platform to build a large scale crawler on, and this was the most complete platform that I could find. So I just plan on modding this to perform the best it can. I don't know how it performs out of the box. I have seen it running. It looks okay. I don't know if any mods were done on those. It's a motor on axle crawler, dual motors. I don't really know what ESC is in it, but I'm gonna open it up right now, see what's in it. I'm gonna run it stock and then change a couple things. I don't know what I'm going to change. Probably the motors and definitely the radio. I like to use my Spectrum DX series radios. So let me pull it out of the box right now. It may be a little awkward due to the size, but I don't know what servo's in it. Looks like it has threaded shocks on there. Let's just get it out of the box and see what's in there. This is a ready to run crawler, so I will be able to drive it as soon as I get the batteries charged. Which just reminds me that I'm gonna need to put Traxxas connectors on there if I want to run any of my batteries. Okay, so right on top there's a few stickers. Looks like a wheel wrench. I think the manual's in there. Spare parts list. I'll open this a little bit later. Some charging instructions, battery guidelines, and the crawler's inside. There's 2 boxes in there, one on each side. I don't know if you can see in there. The wheels are not on, so I assume that's probably what's in the boxes. Oh man, this is massive. I don't know what I would have done with the 5th scale version. That's a big boy. I thought the wheels were already on it in the box. Okay. So right off the bat, we got some creative packaging. So let me get it out of this package and some zip ties on the bottom. Just from first impressions, I can tell you that this thing is a monster. Just from first looks. I've got my Summit right here at my feet. I'm doing a little motor change in that. It's about the same size, if not a little bit bigger. There's 2 little motors on the axles. There's 2 little. I'm not sure those are 540s. No worries. Got it out of the box. Let me get this. It looks like the radio's on there. Get that out of the way. Wow, this is a big boy. Okay, so it's about the same size as the Summit. Aluminum hubs, plastic knuckles and C hubs. Looks like they have capability for rear steering just about ready. I just need an upper link. So they've basically got the rear steering set up for you. You just need to buy an extension, mount a servo. You should be good on the dual steering, which is definitely something I'll do. Little guard up front, block all the transmission. Oh, guard on both sides. Wow, there's a lot of metal on here. Pull the top off. Not a big fan of the body, but that can always be changed. Get that off. It's just some sort of, I don't know what that is, but got Dean's on there. Gen's Ace battery in there. Yank those Deans off of the ESC. I use Traxxas just because I started, I've said this before, just because I started with Traxxas, and all my batteries are Traxxas, so I keep those connectors on. Not labeled, but I'm pretty sure that's a Gen's Ace battery, and it came from Nitro RCX, so that wide chassis on there. It's pretty light with nothing on it. Not sure how those motors are going to perform, but we'll get it out, see. Little ESC with dual motor extensions. Pretty loose shocks so far. I like to keep my crawler shocks pretty loose. I might even put a little lighter oil in there. Sounds like there's air in the shocks too, so I'm going to inspect those. I think that's a Flasky ESC in there. Not sure. Get the manual out and check it out. Can't even really get a shot in there. It's like a regular size servo, regular 10 scale servo in there. But do the same. Put another one of those on the back. Yeah, the back's set up just like the front. This will be pretty easy to put dual steering on. Knuckles are already there. Everything's there already. It's basically just screwed the link down so that the rear doesn't move, so the rear is locked in place until you unscrew it. Well, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to lighten that oil for my tastes. Let me get the wheels out. This might be a little crazy, but I don't know much about Exceed RC. I know that on the videos that I've seen of Exceed owners, they love their trucks, but I hear such negative reviews of their stuff. Oh wow, look at these monster tires. I'm gonna have to, there's no way I can get the Summit and this on there, but I'll hold these up next to the Summit. Plastic hubs, I can't tell if these are real bead locks or not. They could be, just from the screw placement. I'm actually tending to think they are, because I think I can feel the inner ring. I'm sure documentation says they're not very sticky. Might do some simple green on there or get a new pair altogether. Vented. I have one hole in there. I don't know if you can catch that on camera, but it's just in there, one small hole. They're not marked. I don't know what kind of tires these are, but they're massive. And they're gonna make this thing sit up high and pretty. So yeah, well, let me get the Summit. So I definitely don't have enough room to put these side by side in my limited workspace, so I'll just set this on top. So as you can see, they're just about the same size lengthwise. Width, they're also close to the same size. The Maxstone may be a little bit bigger. I can tell you right now that this is a lot heavier with all the electronics in it. This has very few electronics in it so far, so it's a little bit lighter. But yeah, it looks like this is just a little bit smaller. It looks like Summit's a little bit smaller than it. They're both 8 scale vehicles. I expected this to be a little bit smaller than the Summit, but yeah, and as far as wheel size goes, here's the Maxstone wheels next to the Summit wheels. Just a little bit bigger. I'm not sure the size on these. I'll find that out. I have to do something about that. That's really slick. Don't seem very grabby. But yeah, so let me get this out of the way. Get that back on there. So I'm gonna get the wheels on this and take it outside and get a first run off camera, maybe on camera, I'm not sure. I'm gonna need to solder on some battery connectors first, because I don't have any Dean's batteries. So get my Traxxas connectors soldered on there, and then get it out for a run. Let me see if this battery has any charge before I take them off. Then I can at least run it and see how it goes. So yeah, there's a quick unboxing of my new project. What's going to be my new project. A massive 8 scale crawler. Well, I'm pretty impressed with this right off the bat. I hope it holds up. Like I said before, I'm a little unfamiliar with Exceed and their product. Heard a lot of good things. Oh, there's more. Still got a radio that I'm not going to use. That I almost forgot. Looks like an 8-hour charger here. This is all wrapped up in a tidy little package. So yeah, that's a 8-hour charger. That'll take a couple months. You know what? I do have a Dean's charger. And I will use that if that battery isn't working, because it's Christmas Day and the hobby shop is not open for me to get Traxxas connectors. I'm not sure again, but this looks like a Fly Sky remote. Looks a lot like the Axial, the stock Axial remotes. So I ran into my hobby room and pulled out the Axial radio, and as you can see, they're just about the same radio. Get those up. Just about the same radio there. This radio is pretty good, so I'm hoping this is just as good. I won't be using it anyway. I'll be replacing it for a Spectrum, but I don't have a Spectrum with me right now, a Spectrum receiver, an extra Spectrum receiver, so for now I'm going to have to use this until I can get to the hobby shop. Yeah, so there's the radio, and let me open the manual bag real quick. So yeah, as I said before, there's a couple stickers. Not sure what exactly those are for because they're already on the truck. So they've already put the stickers on the truck and just giving you the leftovers. Got your manual. One sheet of it. Got another manual. I guess that's general for Exceed RC, and then replacement parts. Oh, and a build diagram. That's pretty nice. So I'll be able to fix it when it breaks. Also in the bag are a little receiver antenna and the wheel wrench. So yeah, that's the Maxstone 8. Glad she got the 8 because the 10 would have been a monster. The 5s, I said 10, I meant the 5th scale. This 8th scale is a beast. I don't know how big that 5th scale is. But anyway, I'm gonna get the wheels on there and get it outside and get it running and see how it does. And then I'll start the upgrade process to see what it needs.